Y'all, I've been shopping. We're gonna have to go through this one quick. Hey guys, and welcome back to another collection pickups video. In the last one I mentioned that I would have to hold off a bit until we got our Switch 2, because I was saving up for that. Which I did. Me and Ryder went half and half, and I've picked up some other things in the meantime. But of course I feel like I should bring up the Switch 2 as my newest addition to my collection with Mario Kart World, which I did get physically. I have my Switch 2 in here, but I just didn't want to put it on the floor while I was gathering everything and getting ready to record, so sorry. But yeah, I already did a whole video about this, my first impressions, so I won't blab about it too much, but I wanted to mention it. But I have been working on my game collection just a little bit. It's something I would like to work on a little bit more going forward if I could resist all the cute Kirby merchandise and good plushies and whatnot in the world. We shall see if I can be strong. But given the stuff in front of me, who knows? However, there are a couple of games, and the first is New Super Luigi U. And let me tell you, I had the biggest Luigi phase in like elementary school and also like late high school. I love Luigi, and in those times in particular though, the Luigi love was very strong. This definitely came out year of Luigi, which I think was like, yeah, 2013. Best year, honestly. Maybe not for Nintendo or many things, but we got Luigi stuff. And even though I had a Wii U, actually no, I got a Wii U when I graduated in 2015, so maybe that was the problem, but I never got this. Like, my Wii U has a Luigi case on it and everything, and I just never was able to get this. I think I was trying to focus on like the multiplayer games, which honestly, yeah, you can do this multiplayer, but like I was getting stuff like Mario Kart, Mario Party. Really, I didn't have many Wii U games. I was a broke teenager, like fresh out of high school. I was never able to get this, and then I never found it like anywhere in used game stores. Like, I swear I heard somewhere that it had become really rare. I don't know what was up with that, because this was like 20 something? 30? No, never mind, it was 20. Ryder got something too. So I got it when I finally found it in a used game store, because I know I could have ordered it, but I don't like doing that. I prefer trying to find things, local game stores, you know, that sort of thing, when possible. And then a week later, I found another copy of it. Ain't that just the way it goes? But then I also got a game that I've been looking for a while, and I did see it at one of the game stores I went to, but they were asking for like way too much for it. And then recently we were exploring a new town nearby and went to a game store there and found Kirby's Dream Land 2. So excited about this because owning this means I am one mainline Kirby game away from owning them all. All the main lines. I do still need most of the spin-offs, but there were so many spin-offs in like the 90s and whatnot. Oh my god. And that one is, of course, Kirby's Dream Land 3, which is the most expensive. And this isn't including, I cannot talk today. I'm excited, you see. And of course, that's not including all of the like re-releases and whatnot, or original releases. Some I did get the re-release of, which maybe someday I'll get. I want to get all the spin-offs someday before that, I think. But before that, I think I'm gonna move on to a different like series, like try to get all the Zeldas or something after I get all the Kirbys. But I'm excited to have that. I've never played like Dreamland 2 or 3, which have the animal friends, and I'm very excited to finally know more about them beyond just the stone shapes and whatnot in 64. And that's all the games, but I did actually find something I've been looking for quite a while. And whenever I was a kid, I had some Pokemon VHS. I had like 2000, I know I had Pokemon 3, that's one of my favorite movies. And then I had one of the like red-sided Pokemon VHS, you know, that was some of the like episodes. And I've always wanted to collect more of them because I've seen big shelves filled with them, and I like popping them on when I'm like cleaning the game room or something like that. And I have never until this year seen any out in public, and then I find some on 2 separate occasions. So the first one I found is Seaside Pikachu. Look how cute that box art is. And I thought this was really funny because, oh, and it has a little Pikachu sticker on the back. Me and Ryder, my parents had just gone to this like Titanic museum the day I found this. Like we literally had just come out of this, and this is about like them being trapped in the sinking St. Anne ship. And I'm like, that's perfect. Glad I found that day. So it has a funny little story to go along with it. And then me and Ryder went out to, it was like the same area, but it was a thrift store nearby. And we found The Sisters of Cerulean City and Fashion Victims, so a couple more. And then this one, is, once again, isn't really gaming, but something I do collect. But I found some old My Little Pony VHS, which this is the generation I grew up with, G3, which I don't really collect for nowadays. Goodbye. I did obviously when I was a kid, and then I picked it up again when I was a teenager, but I way prefer the 80s ones. I think they're much cuter. However, I know I had this VHS. I got the special little pony bundle that it came with, which I still have the pony, but I haven't seen the VHS in years, and I don't know what happened to it. If I still have it, it's somewhere in my parents' garage and it's probably ruined, and so I bought it anyways because it was haunting me that I didn't have it. And then I know my friend had a very minty Christmas, but I never owned it, and I like how it's shiny. And I made Ryder watch this with me not that long ago because I was feeling nostalgic. So was happy to find that on VHS. That was pretty cool. And then we have A Charming Birthday, which I've never seen. Once again, maybe I'll pop it in the CRT just to be annoyed by little pony voices, but it's kind of one of those things that, like, I've always wanted a daughter. Ryder's always wanted a daughter, and I'm like, if we have a daughter, well, she's got to share in the ancient My Little Pony lore. Ooh, I should have talked about this one first, because this one kind of counts as a game, and it, of course, has dupe hairs stuck to it. Thanks, dupe. But I had been thinking about getting a virtual pet. I was thinking about getting a, like, one that would be on a keychain to kind of tinker with while I was out and about, so that I wouldn't re-download Instagram, which I did end up doing. But I did find a virtual pet, it's just not on a keychain. But I saw someone doing a short about this virtual pet. It's called a Pony Room. It's Pony Rooms. Fun to say. And it looked really cute because essentially, like, you can put your finger in there and you can squish your little guy, and he's probably, yeah, he's miserable and melted right now. Oh no, never mind. He wants to get an orb. Like, check that out. I made him jump because I poked him. The baby stage and the middle stage, at least the blue one that I had, cutest thing in the world. This is really simple, but I found it at Five Below for like $5. I think they were originally like 40. But yeah, after seeing that short, I was kind of like, oh, it's one to keep an eye out for. It doesn't die like Tamagotchis, so I have a virtual pet now, and I should probably take care of him later. And you may be hearing his music for a little bit. I don't know how to turn it off. And then the last media sort of thing is actually, it's more so something Ryder picked up, but it's something I'm interested in too. And that is the Dagger Heart, which this is just the case for. It came with a couple of books, but the core set of books. And if you didn't know about this, this is a tabletop game system made by Critical Role, which is like a famous D&D podcast. But this focuses a lot more on like characters and the storytelling rather than like Dungeons and Dragons, and kind of focuses more on combat and whatnot. So we, naturally, loving writing characters and everything, wanted to pick this up. I'm always like hesitant to learn new tabletop like games just because learning the rules is a process. I like sticking to what I know in that regard, but I'm actually really looking forward to trying this. It looks really good. Then on the topic of fantasy, once again, this isn't really necessarily gaming related, but I still feel like it fits, and I need to bring more fantasy on this channel. I gotta keep the balance, you know? I love both Nintendo stuff, nostalgic stuff, but also fantasy and wizard stuff like that. And we went to the Ren Fair, and I got a couple of things for our house. The first, it's kind of shiny. I haven't taken it out of its plastic yet because I want to get a frame for it first, but it's this stunning dragon print by Ruth. Oh gosh. She's one of my, I deserve to have that ear fall off. She's one of my favorite artists. I'm forgetting her name. That is so sad. Ruth Thompson. It's on the back. Yeah, I was right. I was just doubting myself. Anyways, her art is incredible. I have some of it already on my wall in the PC room. I want to put this one next to it. This one is my favorite by hers, I think, so far. Like, that is so pretty. She has a booth at the Ren Fair we go to every now and then, and I'm so happy every time. And then this I had actually seen last year at the Ren Fair and been like, oh, I've already gone through all my money, but I really want that. And then the same thing happened this year. But I got it anyway because I was about to get paid, so you know. It's just, my ear is out today. It's just, no, girl. What are you doing? It's this unicorn tapestry. Like, it's actually like, I don't know if you can tell. It is cloth material, kind of scratchy cloth material. And I thought that was so pretty. It goes well in our bedroom, so it's a house purchase. It counts as the furnishing funds, right? As if that's not a slippery slope, like I don't decorate my house with plushies. Speaking of which, we will go ahead and move on to. The first was another thrift find, and that is this big blue Yoshi plush. Light blue Yoshi is my favorite Yoshi. I like his little purple shoes. But yeah, I'm very excited to find him. These actually got here today. I was waiting on them before I filmed this, but as you know, I'm trying to collect. Oh, the Yoshi goes here, by the way. I should put him back in his spot. I've been trying to collect one of each Pokemon Squishmallows that they release, like one of each type of Pokemon. I'm not collecting the Pikachu duplicates is what I'm saying, but all the other ones. And I feel like I'm getting to where I'm not really seeing them in stores. Like, I saw the most recent release, unless if Torchic's already out, I'm not really sure. But it was Eevee and Chansey. And I saw Eevee in a Books-A-Million once. But Books-A-Million is really expensive on their plushies. And like, hardly ever has them on sale. I like finding them on sale. I just never saw them anywhere for a long time. I was getting a little nervous. So I was like, okay, I think I just need to bite the bullet and order them because Torchic's gonna be out soon. I don't want to get way behind because I do love this line. So I looked around online and I found both of them. I think they're the kind of smaller size that they were on sale for $10 each. And I was also able to get technically free shipping. They were doing the thing where it was like, oh, well, you gotta spend $25 for free shipping. Of course, I was only spending $20. So I bought a lanyard too. Oh gosh, Eevee fell over. I bought it all off Macy's, which I've like never shopped at before, but they also had this Squirtle lanyard on there, and I thought that was cute. My current lanyard, it's an Elder Scrolls one that I got at one of the in-person events, like back in like 2019, but all the text faded off of it, so it's just a plain black lanyard now, and it makes me so sad. I still have another one because me and Ryder went to the event together and got 2 lanyards. I kept the other one safe, but yeah, I couldn't have a boring thing in my backpack, so I'm trying to decide if I want to take this off and just hang it up somewhere because I'm kind of afraid it's gonna get mint up in my purse, but I'm not sure. But yeah, that made my shipping technically free, even though I paid more to get it, but I'd rather get a thing out of it, you know? Oh, it seems I'm accidentally saving my Kirby stuff for last. Wow. So organized this time. On accident. Another thing that I've mentioned in pretty much all of my collection pickup videos on this channel. Maybe all of them, I don't know. You can't see them unfortunately, but I've been collecting the Pikmin plush that are about this high. I think it's the All-Star? Yeah, the All-Star collection. And I've been trying to complete all the Pikmin, because they do have some of like Olimar and Louis. I think there's a Bulborb. I need to look. But I did get 3 more of them. This one I found for even cheaper than the other 2. So I was happy about that. This one was at like a used bookstore. And then these 2 were at Cute Crush. So now the only Pikmin plush that I'm missing is the Ice Pikmin. And I haven't seen him anywhere. I had seen the Glow Pikmin and the Wing Pikmin around before. I was really wanting to get the Purple Pikmin because that's one of my favorites. It is Ryder's favorite. But I hadn't seen him until this past time I went to Cute Crush, so hopefully it won't be a problem finding the Ice Pikmin, but I may have to order him. I have a spot open now on my little Pikmin guillotine that he's just not at, and it just makes me so sad. But now on to the Kirby stuff and the last plushie that I have. We went to this, like, it was like a Japanese department store thing. I wish I remembered what it was called. It was really cute and I want to go there again. That's a new staple, I think. But at the entrance they had a bunch of crane machines and there were bootleg Kirby plushies in them. And I am fascinated with crane machines. They always imprison all the plushies I want, though, because I never play them, because I know that they lie to you, but I like watching people that are good at it play them. But behind the counter, they had some that you could just buy for like $9. And they had this Kirby. He is so bootleg. Look at his stupid face, but he's got a Gengar hat. The Gengar actually looks pretty good. Like, I guess he's more magenta than that one, but the face is silly. Like, they had one with a Pikachu hat, and his face looked pretty convincing. So I don't know what they were doing with the Gengar one, but Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, obviously. So I had to. I had to. But also there, they had something dangerous. They had Kirby and Pokemon makeup, which I knew existed, but it's like the lines that they release in Japan. And I had no way of getting my grubby fingers on them without paying ridiculous shipping until I found that place. And so I bought Kirby lip balm. Will I actually use this? I'm not sure. I don't like the type like this. I like the sticks. So maybe it was a stupid purchase. But my goal is to get like a cute little makeup display on my vanity and just put my like... This is so dumb and materialistic. I know. But it brings me joy. But like put cute little fun themed makeup in it on display. Some of it I might use, some of it I might not. But it sparks joy. So this is the first part of my makeup collection now. Obviously I like makeup. I don't feel like I do it the most exciting or anything, but it's an interest, so why not combine two interests? Ooh, I also got this at Cute Crush. It's a Waddle Dee hairband. I like wearing these either when I'm doing makeup, taking off makeup, or cleaning. This one's my designated cleaning headband now, and it is so cute. It's a little bit small for my head. I'm hoping I can stretch it out. It's not like too terrible, it just gets a little uncomfortable after a bit, but it's so cute. It's got my hair on it. It's gross. Then at Daiso, I went there to check and see if they had any new Kirby stuff. And they had some of the Kirby stuff I'd already found, but then they also had 2 new pouches that I hadn't seen yet. So I got these to organize some more stuff in my purse. I like putting everything in little pouches, and this is so cute. Like, this is how I want my game room to feel. At least the PC room. This is how I want my life to feel, actually. So stinking cute. Just realizing how pitiful my nails are. Listen, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Everything's fine, but it's been a mess. Then, on a separate occasion, I was having to wait on Ryder, and I was walking around this, like, shopping center, like, place. It wasn't like a mall, but one of the outdoor ones, you know? Not that the shops are outdoor, you get it. Anyway, I wandered into a Five Below. They had Kirby keychains. I got the sword one, which, to be fair, is one of the main ones I was wanting to. This was a blind bag, and I don't really do blind bags unless if I like literally all the options, and then I'll buy one. There are blind bag collectors series that I want to get, but I'm just gonna save up and get the full thing at one time so I get all of them. You know what I mean? Like, just buy the ones I actually want. I don't like blind bags. But once again, as we've established, I cannot resist Kirby. And this next one is going to be, he has his own unboxing video. He is going to be sharing it with some others, but I know I've mentioned that I have the Kirby Nendoroids all on pre-order. And the Kirby Cafe one came in, and he is so adorable, but I will show more of him off in a different video, so we won't talk about him forever. And finally, the last thing. I've actually been eyeing this a while. They have them at one of the game stores I frequent, and it was super cheap. Yeah, it was only like 13 bucks, which I figured was pretty good for a model this size, but is this Kirby model that you like actually build and all that? Almost like a Warhammer mini, but it just kind of all pops together. Yeah, like you can see the little pieces there, and you like put little stickers on his cheeks. And I love building Warhammer minis, so I just thought it'd be so fun to try out. And I honestly think like that's like, I probably could have filed down there a little bit better. I didn't really notice that until I was in the light, to be fair, but I think that's a pretty good model, and it's a good size too. So I figured for the experience and for the quality of the model, that was pretty good. And they sell Pokemon ones that are even cheaper, and I might get into doing that just for fun. Like, they have the legendary dogs. There was a Gengar one once. Like, Cerny Allison. could be a slippery slope. I feel like an honorable mention is Donkey Kong Bonanza, because it comes out tomorrow, the day that I'm recording this, and I may forget to put it in the next list. We did pre-order it, so I'm gonna go get that tomorrow too. But yeah, that was convenient timing. My phone's trying to stop me from recording because it's too full. Awesome. If there's any cool collectibles you've picked up recently, I'd love to hear about them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.